What's happening, guys? So a piece of important information. A couple days later, I noticed, I literally went down the street, came back, and the running light, it was on, it blinked, it shut off, came back on, and it shut off for good. And I'm like, what the hell, did the bulb blow? But guess what? The passenger side was working just fine. So I'm like, I don't understand what the hell is going on. It's been working fine. And then all of a sudden, I noticed that the strip wasn't working anymore. So what I had to do was I had to remove the tap. You're gonna see later in the video, I removed the tap from the harness, okay? And I had to put it, I figured out was the light strip that was causing the problem. Because once I took the tap off of the harness, I let the car run for about 20 minutes with the light on and nothing happened. As soon as I tapped into it again, a little while after, it just got confused and turned off. It's very, very strange. So what I did was, to alleviate that problem, was do what I did in my Ram, my previous Ram, okay? What I did was, I tapped into, I think one of these red fuses over here, one of these red 10 amp fuses, either this one or this one. I think it's a F99. The 99 is for like the HVAC. So it's a pink wire with a yellow stripe. That's the wire that you want under there. See? Tapped into it. And now once I turn the ignition on, it works just fine. The crazy part is there was no error light. So your guess is as good as mine when it comes to that. But I wanted to share that before this video started. So everything works fine. Everything works the same. Just that once I push the button for the ignition to turn on, the strip is going to turn on right away, but the turn signals and the turn signal is still on that harness, the ground is still on that harness, and the turn signal is on this harness here. So guys, but I just wanted to show you something that might be of importance for you guys. So my test lead is connected to the body right here. Okay, so now if I tap on this 20 amp fuse right here, see how it lights up? That means it has power when the car is off. If I tap on this 10, no power. If I tap on this 20, no power. If I tap on this 20, no power. If I tap on this 10, no power. Tap on this 10, no power. So I used either, I think, yes, I used the F99 fuse. That's the HVAC fuse. Definitely you could use that one. As I said, pink wire with a yellow stripe. So now I'm going to turn the ignition on real quick. So the ignition is on. F99 has power. F100, the 20 amps have power now. Even this 10 amp one right here has, these 5 fuses has power once the ignition is on. So take either, you can use a fuse tap to tap into it, or tap in from the bottom like I did. Okay, so as I said, the turn signals on the ground are still connected to the harness on this side and the other side. It's just the power wire to power the strip. As you can see it right here, has power. The power wires and just a different location. Enjoy the show. Yeah. Dang. Look at this shit. Let's go. What's happening, fam? So I'm back. I'm actually at my daughter's school. She's at practice right now. So I brought all my tools so I can finish this and show you guys what the hell is going on. I know you guys just saw a bunch of time lapses, but I'll explain. So this product is the Silverholder dynamic white strip. Now you guys saw, I did videos on this before on my wife's car, my daughter's car, and on my previous Ram. These that I'm installing, it's new to the market. The reason why, not only does it do the startup sequence and act as a running light, but it also has turn signal functionality as well. It also has a control box that's sitting up here that, let's say you turn on either the running lights and you hold down the plus button, you can either switch between like a dynamic strobing mode or like stagnant mode, where it's, you know, it's just acting as the running light. And also for the turn signals, while the turn signals are on, what you can do is hold down the positive button, and what that'll do is it will adjust the, so like right now this is about 1.8 meters, so it's almost about 6 feet, and the turn signal starts right over here, dead center. Okay, now what ends up happening is once you hold down that positive button that I showed you, that plus sign, what'll happen is the entire strip will fill up orange. And I will go over all of this stuff, but just not now because it's so bright outside. I'd rather do it when it gets a little bit darker. That's why I'm pretty much right now, I'm just doing like all the wire management and stuff like that, just taking the time. But I want to show you the schematics real quick. So this is a whole new platform to me. You know, I mean, this is the Ram 2500 with the diesel motor. So everything is a little bit different. But I wanted to show you what I did, okay? So I did all the legwork for you. Now to get this harness out, okay, this tab right here, this red tab, it's usually in, okay, and it's in. It's like a lock. So obviously you have to unlock it, and then you press over here, and then you'll be able to pull out the harness. Now this wire over here, it's a white wire. This top one, this where I have this yellow wire connected, that is the left turn signal. It's a white wire with a purple stripe. Remember that. White wire, purple stripe. The red wire, okay, the power wire, is connected to the white wire with a blue stripe, okay? That blue stripe, what that is the running lights. So I have actually total functionality where inside of my screen I can click running lights on or off. So as long as this truck, as long as it's on, the running lights are activated inside, as long as I turn on the car, these running lights it'll activate. Or there are these two wires over here. There's a white wire with a brown stripe and one with an orange stripe. It's the top, second and third from the left. Top, second and third ports from the left. Those work with the nighttime sensor. So like when it senses darkness, the lights will come on and stuff like that. Those work like that. So you have an option of connecting it there as well. I wanted it on all the time, if you get what I'm saying. So, you know, I mean, you got to pick your poison. As I said, white wire, purple stripe, that is the left turn signal. The red wire right here, that is connected to the white wire with the blue stripe. Now, all the black wires on here, all of those are grounds, and I will show you what I mean. Guys, to know if you have a good ground, you take your test lead, connect the side that would normally go to the negative, put it on the positive pole, and then, so this black wire right here, it corresponds to the top left port. And watch, you'll see the test lead light up. That's how you know it's a good ground. So there's multiple grounds on here. There's bottom second from the left. See, that's another one. So that is also a good ground. So what ended up happening is once I made these connections, so what you can do is pull out the harness and pretty much put your test leads. You turn on your ignition, turn the signal on, put your test leads, and you'll see a test lead is blinking with, as I said, the white wire with the purple stripe. Once you poke the test lead in there, you have to put the test lead on a negative, like a negative screw or a negative terminal on the battery. Poke the test lead in this bottom right, all the way to the right hole, and you'll see it flashing. You'll see the test lead flashing. And that is how you know which turn signal is what. Now the other side, okay, I'll show you that real quick. It's a little more involved. The other side, I had to loosen this part right here, take out the entire air box, pull out the entire box, and get down there to the harness. And what I'll do is I'll put up a picture. I tap this green wire right here. I have to extend the wire to all the way to this other side. I extended the wire, joined it, and I got to put some wire loom on that. And what happened, it's a white wire with a green stripe. I'll put up a picture so at least you can see it. That's the one I tapped into. Guys, these taps, these actually are pretty nice. These are like a newer tap that I found on Amazon. I'll link it in the description. It's actually really, really nice. And it's a lot less messy, and it looks very, very neat. Now here's a little caveat, guys. Once you start connecting the wires, like splicing into the wires, you're gonna see that the signal starts hyper flashing. Now once I reconnect it, ready? Once I put it back into the harness, just watch. You'll see. And it just starts working perfectly. Now guys, with these strips, you have both sides have double-sided tape. This red tape right here. What I did was I connected it in between this rubber right here. So what happens is when the hood comes down, there's constant pressure always on the strip, on the strip. So it will never get like loose. But I will tell you this, the adhesive that they use on this, I'm telling you, I've had this strip running on my old Ram for over a year at least, and it never came loose. And guess what, it still worked up till this day, up all the way till I traded it in. Let me tell you, whoever gets that truck, man, they sure inherited some nice goodies on that bad boy. I tell you that much. I miss that truck a lot, but I had to make room for something that's more powerful, you know what I'm saying? So guys, as I said, this is the box right here. This is the connector that it comes with right here, so you can loosen that and try to, you know, work everything the way you need to. But as I said, there's 4 wires on it: the green, yellow, black, and red. Red is obviously for power, black is for ground, yellow is for left turn, green is for right turn signal. And that's really it. Guys, obviously before you tap in and connect anything, make sure that the damn strip works first. I already tested it out and everything like that. Just make sure the strip works. So as I said, as I promised, what I'll do is I will go over that box. I'll go over with that probably when I get home or something like that. It's just a little too freaking bright right now. Maybe I could turn the truck around and try to do it in the shade. I'll see. But it's a really, really nice piece. Silverholder always makes really, really good stuff. I've done tons of videos. I'll link a couple. I like, you know, my like ambient flow series lights in my Subaru. These dynamic strips, they're really, really cool, man. So you can't beat it. You can't really beat it. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Let me just finish neatening all of this stuff up, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to mention the red wire has an inline fuse connected to it. It comes with that, so if anything was to happen, any type of surge or anything, the fuse is going to blow, so it won't affect your battery, meaning, or your wire harnesses, or the actual light itself. The fuse is going to blow, and that's a good safety measure to have. All right, guys, wire management complete. Runs down here, got the wire loom here, got that 3M sticker right here, put the mini zip ties on there, put a big zip tie around over here, run it, pass it down behind the battery, follow the leader over there, and now it's all the way down there. It's out of everything's where you can't even see it, and the other one is the same thing. I have the clips for this hole and this hole. I have both clips in my pocket because I want to show you what this does first, and then I'll put the clips and seal it up. But as I said, 3M, it's holding nice down there. Zip tie that there, zip tie here, here, runs down here, runs behind the battery, right here. That's really it. Very, very neat, and it works freaking fantastic. Okay, so if I hit my unlock button, look what happens. See, my running lights come on automatically just to act as a spotlight when I hit my unlock button as a courtesy. So now this will light up as a courtesy as well. You get what I'm saying? Once I hit lock, it'll flicker like, you know, the turn signals, and that's it. Now I could actually deactivate that. I could actually deactivate, like if I hit the lock button, notice how the turn signals will flash, which will in turn make the strip flash. So now once I, again, if I unlock, see what happens? Actually, it looks so good, man. Looks really, really good. And the cool thing is, not only you could put one up there, you can actually add one down to the bottom as well. Now, as I told you guys, they actually make this where you can, I could have put it over here as well, like on this surface instead of up in the hood. But I did it like up in the hood before, in between that rubber that acts as like an air shield, and it works pretty damn good. It never had a problem because the rubber is always compressing it once the hood is closed. You know what I mean? So guys, I'll be back in a little bit and show you what the box does. All right guys, so I got the ignition on, and obviously with the ignition on, it's getting dark, so now the lights are on, even the fog lights are on. So I adjusted the camera to show you the plus and minus buttons. Now the cool thing is this strip can be cut. So let's say you order the strip that's too long, you can actually cut the strip, and that box, the plus and minus buttons, give you the leverage to adjust the light where it starts from. So like if you cut the strip, you can adjust the starting point. If you notice, the light starts, let me show you. So the light starts in the middle. So let's say when you hold down the plus button, see, it just has one little thing over there. Now if you hit the minus button, it starts going this way. If you hit the plus button, it starts going back the other way. You get what I'm saying? So it depends on how you cut it and where you need to adjust it. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Now, once you finish adjusting it, you hold down the plus button and it does the sequence. Now, if you hold down the minus button, instead of it being at a stagnant color like this, just like a straight running light, if you hold down the minus button, look what happens. And you can actually, you know, I mean, I don't know, if I've seen people do some weird shit. You know what I mean? If, you know, we're in New York, they'll bust your balls to everything. So I personally, I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? While the car is running, you might get away with it. And look, it goes literally inside and outside. It's literally a dynamic mode. It's actually pretty damn cool, if you ask me. And now, because the light is white, I don't know if you might be able to get away with it, but I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it. See what it's doing? It's doing all different types of modes in that dynamic range. That's actually pretty damn cool, bro. So, as I said, now you can do the same thing for the turn signals. So now once you hold down the plus button, and now you can adjust the length of where the turn signal, like, so you could just have a piece of turn signal like this, hold down the plus button again, and only this little piece right here is gonna operate as a turn signal instead of the entire half. It's all, what do you want to do? This is actually pretty cool, because look at that. That's actually pretty dope if you ask me, because it's literally running from the curve down. That's actually pretty damn cool. I actually like that shit. Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. Let me see. It's actually pretty damn cool. So now, as I said, you can adjust it however you want, or adjust it back. And you're over there. So let me hold down the plus button again. I actually like that little piece, man. I wanna adjust that down. Adjust it right there. Right there. Once you adjust it, you hold back down the plus button and you straight. Guys, seriously, how cool is that? So now this is how it looks when I close the hood, just to give you a better idea. What do you think? Like it partially? Oh guys, caveat. The power has to be on, which means the actual strip has to be on, meaning the red wire has to have power. So I gotta actually turn back on the lights. To adjust, yes, as I said, to adjust the lights, the full power of the headlights gotta be on, not the freaking, not the parking lights, but the actual daytime running lights. So do you like that, or do you like the other one? Let me see. I don't know. I like both, to tell you the truth. It's pretty unique. But anyway, guys, you know what to do. Definitely like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Definitely say something in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this. But I actually really like this. And that yellow actually blends in nicely with the yellows on the truck, even the lights on top of the roof. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.